The following video, along with all episodes of this short series, include frequent discussion of mental health, along with footage of what mental health issues can look like in a range of situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, good morning. It's currently 6:15 AM. I've been woken up by the natural sunlight. I slept pretty well, honestly. I got to sleep at around 9:30, 10 PM, probably 10 PM. Slept better than I thought I would. You know, the nerves started to settle down around, just before 10, and then I managed to just drop off to sleep. I'm going to sort out the stove, and then I'm going to have some breakfast, and then I'm going to head off, hopefully by around 8 AM. But yeah, so for breakfast I've got some porridge oats, and I've got another one of those fruit and nut bags. I'm going to just stir into it. So very high calorie breakfast, but it's going to set me up for the day nicely. Right, let's crack on. I mean, look at that view to wake up to. It's gorgeous. So the plan is as follows. I mean, look at that. Right, yeah, so the plan is as follows. I'm going to get the bag out onto here. It's a little bit wet, just the morning dew and whatnot. I've got that's the bag the tent goes in. I'm going to pack this down and head over to the road in around, hopefully it's only going to take like 20 minutes. It's cold, but now that I'm out of the tent and I've got my jacket back on and I'm, moving around a bit, it's absolutely fine. Kinross is just this town over here. I'm going to head into there, hopefully grab a proper breakfast, and then just set off for the day. But until then, I'll catch you when I head off. Right, so as you can see, Loch Leven's just behind me. I'm heading up to the road now. In total it took me about 5 minutes to get all that packed down, so it's only now it's 7:30 now, 25 past. I don't even really need the Garmin today because it's literally just one straight road. But yeah, my dad suggested a place for me to go and have a proper breakfast, so I'm going to head there now, see what I can get, and then just get the distance in. So if you haven't watched episode 1, go back and watch it. It was eventful for the first day especially. Basically, my campsite I wanted to stay at didn't work, so I went to another area, set up, but again it just wasn't. It was playing my anxiety too much and I was nervous, so I walked around 3 miles extra yesterday, which has knocked it off today, which is nice, to this campsite here. So I'm quite a way ahead today, which is nice, but basically I've still got 19 miles to do today, but either way we're going to get it done, and we're going to get just that next step closer to Inverness. But yeah, I'll catch you when I'm in the town and go from there. So the cafe my dad recommended to me turned out to be a bust. Couldn't get in, it was still closed, and it looked more like a little shop in there anyway, so I don't know if they actually served food, annoyingly. But either way, I'm just coming out of Kinross now, the town we slept outside of just last night. I'm around 5 miles in. I've been thinking as well whilst I've been walking that because I got the 3 miles ahead yesterday, or 2.8 miles yesterday, if I walk the full 22 today, it means that in total I will have walked 55 miles. No, I will have walked 45 miles in the 2 days, which means that I'll be around 5 miles ahead, which starts to lower the numbers for the rest of the days. Now, because my legs feel better than they did the other days as well, throughout practice and stuff, I'm confident I'm not going to have to take a rest day until later in the week. So yeah, hopefully I manage to get all this done by Sunday, but if not, we'll see. But for the most part, all I can do right now is just keep walking. It's just gone 8 o'clock, and I've got around 7 miles until the first stopping point, 8 miles. And then I'm going to have some lunch, hopefully, probably just before midday. But nice thing is today, because I've started a lot earlier, I'm going to get a lot more, I'm going to get done a lot earlier, and I'm going to get a longer break at midday. So I'm looking forward to that. Sorry about all the noise with the cars going past. I'm walking on the main road through Kinross. But yeah, so I'm in high spirits. I mean, slept well, like I said. The sun woke me up naturally at about 6:30, and I only woke up once before then at about 4:30, just because I was a little bit cold. Popped the jumper on and I was good to go back to sleep for another 2 hours. So if I can get that every night, I think it'll be quite good. So yeah, we'll see. But for now, it all seems to be going smooth. Take a look at this. So this is the M90, just either way from me now. You can see the mountains out in the distance over that way, which is awesome. So yeah, just left Kinross. People were super friendly there. Everyone was saying good morning and hello and whatnot. It was really nice. Now basically just walking. I've done about 6 miles today in total, like for today's distance, obviously including the little get ahead we got yesterday, last night. So yeah, I'm in high spirits, man. Knowing I've only got to walk like another 4, and then I can stop for some lunch. If I feel alright, I think I'm just going to keep walking until like midday, because at the moment I'm set to get there at like just after 10, like 10:30. So I want to try and walk another hour and a half, and then get up to around midday. Hopefully by midday I will have done like 12, maybe even like 13 miles then, and then I can just, you know that I haven't got that much further to go from the rest of the day, which would be really nice. It'll only be around 7.5 miles from then. So hopefully that's the case, and if it is, yeah, we'll go from there. I mean, look how beautiful this is. I don't know if you can see, just behind me up there's a hot air balloon. I mean, what a day for it. The fields are gorgeous here. Honestly, yesterday was good, but I was in like built up areas for the majority of it. Whereas now, like, I'm back out in the countryside. It's absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking, really, a lot of it. You know, I had a great view when I woke up this morning of Loch Leven. Now I've got a great view of this. But yeah, man. Catch you in a bit. They're not having any of it. Bah! The animals aren't very talkative today. Alright, so I'm now in a little town called Glenfarg. The time is 10 to 10 in the morning. I've done 8 miles. Typical, there's a truck now. Yeah, I've done 8 miles. Feeling good, like my legs don't hurt really at all. I am by some bus yard as well. And I am basically now I've got around 25 minutes of walking left to go until I'm going to stop and have some food. And that's going to be, it's not going to be lunch, but it's going to be like part of my lunch, just because I'm getting a little bit hungry again now. And it's where I'm going to stop before I then go and do the rest of the mileage. And I may have a second stop, like just have a quick stop here like I did yesterday, eat some food, and then get a little bit further in towards Perth, and then stop and have like a proper sit down lunch and a proper like hour long break. But that's basically what I'm planning to do now. So just leaving Glenfarg now, and I just met a lovely woman who said she'd seen me earlier because her son had missed the school bus, and she was dropping him off to school, and she'd seen me walking just as I was leaving Kinross this morning, which is funny to see her again. But she's actually suggested to me that the way I'm going to walk, or was planning to walk, isn't necessarily too safe apparently, because it's very bendy, and she said a lot of blind bends mean we don't necessarily stick to the speed limit because it's very downhill, it's nice. So I'm going to take her up on what she said. She said it's a little bit more hilly, but it's a lot safer. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's honestly, that's one of the biggest things I wanted to do when I was out here, was just get out and talk to people and meet people. And break the barrier of avoiding confrontation and stuff. And she saw me and she goes, "Oh, no way, hello, like, how are you?" I was like, "There's no way I know you," but and I was like, "Yeah, not bad, how are you?" And she goes, "Yeah, I saw you this morning." And I thought, oh wow, like, that's actually correct. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's wild to me that stuff like that happens. Anyway, about 15 minutes from now I'm going to stop and have something to eat. Right, 10:30, 17,000 steps, 10 miles. Not bad, because we got the 2.7 or nearly 3 miles done last night extra. We're over halfway now. We're around halfway now. I'm going to stop for like an hour, rest my legs, because honestly, like, I've done all the hills today now, but that last one took it out of me. It was like 1.5 kilometers, which should only take around 20 minutes to walk for me with this bag on, and it just took like half an hour, which isn't much more, but it's just like, it's slow. If I keep getting slower throughout the day, I'm not going to get anywhere. So I'm going to rest for like an hour, have some lunch, and then carry on and do the rest, get into Perth, charge up my phone and stuff like that in a little cafe somewhere, maybe call my parents, just let my loved ones know that I'm okay, update the Facebook and let people there know what I'm doing. Hopefully just before it gets dark, or like a couple hours before it gets dark, I can walk out of Perth and get to the camp site that I've found online. Well, I say campsite, just try and find a bush basically. Hopefully I have more luck than last night. I'm going to set off a little earlier just so that I do have more daylight, because I don't want to have to be on that sort of on edge, just panicking again like I was last night, because it's horrible. But yeah, so I'm going to have something to eat now, just to cover the nutrition of what I'm eating. I'm going to have a protein cookie, some more nuts probably, and then the 3 pitters with peanut butter as well. They're what I'm going to eat now. Obviously with water as well, and then I'm gonna just sit, take in the environment. There's lovely horse stables over there, I'll show you in a minute, and just get off in a minute. Right, back underway, leaving the horse field behind me. I really like that spot. It was really peaceful, it was really nice. It was nice to sit and think, as much as it can be hard and it can get upsetting, when you think about certain things, but it's important to do. Right, down this hill, essentially we're just going to walk beside the M90, obviously not like on the M90, but at a safe distance, and all the way up to Perth now. And essentially the plan is, I'm going to stop. So I'm going to walk up into Perth now, and I'm going to stop at a Tesco Extra to resupply and whatnot, but also I'm going to sit in the cafe and just recharge everything for like a few hours. That's when I'm going to have a really long stop, and then call my loved ones like I said, and then get like a coffee and whatnot, so I'm not just sat in there for no reason, well, not for no reason, but sat in there like unwelcomely. And then once I've been in there for a little while, I'm going to head out of the Perth. It's just on a straight road, straight from the Tesco Extra for 25 minutes-ish, and there's a really nice tree line away from a lot of stuff, so I'm going to camp in there tonight, hopefully. I really don't want another night like last night, where I'm just panicking and scurrying around trying to find somewhere to just rest my head for the night. But yeah, that's the plan. It's just to get up to this Tesco Extra now. That's where I'm next going to stop, unless there's something cool in Perth that I see beforehand. Think, I'll go and have a quick look at that, or I'll go and have a look in that shop or whatever. And then I'm going to hit the Tesco Extra and just chill in there in the cafe for a bit. The cafe closes at 5. It's currently 11 AM and it reckons 3.5 hours to walk there. I'm going to say 4 just because of the bag, maybe even a little bit longer than that. But even then, that's only 3 PM, which gives me like a couple of hours, or like an hour and a bit, and just to sit in there and just charge up my phone and just just take a step back and just relax, and then walk the 25 minutes out into the campsite. So that is what I'm thinking at the moment. But yeah, for now, I walk. In a weird way, you know, when I can see the M90, it's like a weird comfort to me, because it's just like, it's just a sign of people, and I like that. And it's like, okay, now I know that if I'm following this, I'm following a direct route to where I'm trying to go, and it's nice like to see that. Obviously I like the countryside and that, but it's quiet and it really gets me in my thoughts. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like there has been a couple of moments on this trip where I have sort of just like, it's brought me to tears, like what I'm thinking about, especially the cause I'm doing this for. And nearly went then. And like how I've suffered in the, not suffered, but how I've struggled mentally in the past, which I'm going to touch on in these debriefs each night. I know I didn't last night, but for tonight, hopefully I will do, because it's going to be a little bit better planned. But yeah, I mean, I like it, being able to know that I'm on track and whatnot. But, and you know, seeing the cars and stuff, it gives me, it's like a sign of hope to me. I don't know if that sounds stupid, but it's nice. It gives me like a real comfort and a safety kind of feeling. So yeah, these bridges here that cross the motorway's just down there, as you can see. These bridges here that cross the motorway, when I was younger, I never used to see anyone crossing them, and obviously like, I thought you couldn't. I thought like they were banned roads that only like the police and like army people could use, which sounds stupid now that I'm, you know, 20, nearly 21. But I don't know if I'm the only one who thought that you just couldn't use them. But I mean, now look, a car's just gone over it. I'm about to walk over it. I don't know, it seems kind of crazy to me, like the stuff we believe as kids that now we obviously realise is not the case at all. Like the light you can, your parents wouldn't let you turn on in the car. I swear to God, I thought that was illegal until I was like at least 16. Right, so I'm just walking into Kintillo now. I think that's its name, either way it sounds like a Pokemon. Basically I'm hoping there's a shop in here. If not, Bridge of Erne is just the next town over, and I think they're kind of connected. So it shouldn't be an issue. I need to buy a drink. I'm just a little bit, like, I have water on me, but I want something with a bit of flavour. I'm walking down in here now, and yeah, gonna grab a drink, have a little sit down for like 5-10 minutes, and then do the final push up until Perth. About 2/3 of the way of the whole distance, probably a little bit more than that now, nearing 3/4 I reckon, because I checked like 20 minutes ago and I was 2/3. Yeah, so it's all going well, can't really complain. But yeah, it's just straight road after straight road, and yeah, I'm wearing me down. It's just boring, you know. At least when I've got my tent up, I can kind of just relax, well, fall asleep really, and sort of just chill. But yeah, it is what it is. It's boring for now, but it's all worth it. So yeah, ask and you shall receive. Right, time to get a drink. Got a wee Rubicon. So far so good. So just left Tesco. Got some oatmeal raisin cookies, which are the best type of cookies done at me, and some cheese roll. Basically just thought I'd switch it round from the pitters, so it's not just the same flavour every day. So I've got these rolls now for later, for later on and tomorrow. And then I'm going to eat the cookies, probably have some now, some later. And then I didn't have a stop in that Tesco cafe because, for one, it didn't have plugs, so I can't charge anything. My dad, he's like my little eye in the sky at the moment, honestly. He's really helped me out, and he found a Costa, which does have sockets and Wi-Fi and stuff, so I can charge up all of my, equipment there, basically. So I'm gonna catch you in with there. So good. Right, okay, so I've just got into Costa. Charging up my phone now, as you can see. It's gonna take around an hour and a half to charge, so I'm gonna be here for quite a while. It's a really good rest of my legs, so I feel great right now. Just to be sat down, to be honest. The guy also did a free refill on my water bottle, means I don't need to buy any later as I leave Perth. The batteries did just die on the Garmin, which was so annoying to be this early on. Luckily I have 2 spare sets, and I should only need one of them. But
fingers are crossed, to be fair, at least as long as I know when I'm past the Cairngorms and I can get into Abbeymoor, I can recharge everything, so if anything dies, it's not going to be dead for long basically. I do have a portable charger I'm going to use in an absolute emergency. I'm a little unsettled right now, but I think nerves will start to shake, nerves will start to subside when I realise that. Once I'm past that point, but until then, I'm just going to sit, let my phone charge and just get some rest, honestly.
Alright, so I've just left Costa, and I'm going to get a bit choked up, but I met a lovely woman in there, and she just started. I asked her to watch my bag while I went to the toilet. She said, "Yeah, of course." And then I came back. Obviously, I said, "Thank you, I really appreciate that." And she said, "Oh, what's with the massive bag?" And I said, "And in the tent and whatnot." And I said, I'm walking from Edinburgh to Inverness." And she said, "Oh wow, that's quite the feat." And I said, "Yeah, I wanted to, just do it for charity and whatnot." She said, "Oh, what charities?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing it for MindUK." And she was sort of like, "Oh, that's a good one, And I said, "Yeah, sorry." Yeah, and I said, mental health, and that means so much to me, through my own struggles, and anything I can do to help anyone else with theirs. So she said, "Oh, I think I've got a fiver," and she looked into her purse and she gave me £3.50 because she didn't quite have a fiver, which obviously I'm not complaining about whatsoever. And I said, "Well, honestly, it's fine, there's no need." And then she said, "Oh, is there any way I can send you money?" Because she just wanted to give more. And I said, "Honestly, it's absolutely fine. I understand you don't know me." And then so I sent her the Just Giving page, and I said to her, "You can have your coins back, obviously, of course." And she said, No, keep them, And then we just spoke about our families. She told me about her grandkids, her grandsons. So she had 7 grandsons, and and I said, obviously, I've just had a niece last year. How blessed I am to have her in my life, and my sister. Just all my family. It means so much to me. So on a lighter note, to stop me from tearing up, I'm off to Tesco to just restock for the night, grab tonight's dinner, and then I'm heading out of the town to find a campsite, and then I'm good. And then I'm going to do the debrief, a better one than yesterday, and then I'm going to phone my loved ones and just let them know that I'm okay. But yeah, like I said, man, it's a beautiful world. You just have to dig underneath the dirt, man. Back again, baby. Got the goods again. So all stocked up and ready for tonight. As you saw, I got some beans just because I fancied them. They do have a bit of protein in them, a lot of carbs as well, which is good, and I really wanted them. I got this little apple on the outside, just because I kind of fancied something sweet, but not. I didn't want to just go and have cookies and stuff again. Then I got the serene malt loaves, the banana ones. My dad always suggests these to me when he's doing his endurance biking. So I thought, I'll give them a try because they always smell good. They're really lightweight, and I thought, yeah, do you know what? My dad knows what he's on about, so I'll just get them. He's done some incredible things with cycling. I'm really proud of him. And honestly, he's my inspiration to do stuff like this. It was his trip to Scotland and back that inspired me to do this, so shout out, Dad. And then, and then I got the bread as well, which is for tomorrow and the day after. But yeah, that's it. Now it's just a matter of going down this road here. I'm just going to risk it, and for around a mile, and then I'm at the campsite, which is really, really good. My legs feel great. I do have a little blister forming on the bottom of my foot. I'm going to take care of that tonight. Hopefully soak my feet in a water source, and then so I'll catch you when I'm at the campsite. Bye, Perth. So this right here is the spot pretty out of the way of anything. There's a house over there, but I'm not worried about it seeing me. And this big mound to hide me from the road. Let's get set up. Okay, so obviously, as you can see, I've got the camp set up. I'm just going to do this little debrief now. So today we covered, so today we've done 44,000 steps and we've done 25.5 miles. I'm just outside of Perth now, probably like a mile away from Perth. I've just eaten dinner, so I'll show you what I had. I had a Mo protein cookie, some of this bread, these baked beans, and oh, sorry about that. Yeah, he was slipping away, and then yeah, just like some water, and I didn't have any of the malt loaves. I'm saving those for tomorrow and the day after when I'm in the Cairngorms, just for some easy calories and some easy energy and a bit of like morale boost just through the enjoyment of eating it. I've just spoken to my mum, my dad, and one of my mates, and honestly, they've been a lifesaver. You know, really helping me out. Tomorrow, looking ahead to tomorrow, I want to talk about what's going to happen. So, basically, I've incorporated a rest. So I'm walking 12.8, or like I think it's 12.9 miles from where I am now up to Dunkeld, and then I'm going to chill in Dunkeld for a short while, and then I'm going to get the train from Dunkeld up to Blair Athol, which is quite a considerable jump. The only reason being that I've been advised by someone I met today, and I've also been advised when I looked online, that stretch of walking can be a bit ropey just purely because it's like motorway. And I want to avoid that as best as possible, just because I want to be as safe as possible, and I don't want to then put myself in that risk, especially when I'm tired off of 2 days of long walking. Then once I get to Blair Athol, I'm going to have a rest probably there as well, and then it's 7 miles from there up into the Cairngorms to get me started on the ascent of Ben Macdui. And then from there, and then I'm going to be camping there tomorrow night, and then I'm going to be walking the next day. I don't want to get too far ahead, but the next day I'm going to be walking from where I camp tomorrow night up to the summit of Ben Macdui, and then I'm going to walk just over it to like the next kind of lower flat piece of ground and set up the tent and just camp there on Thursday night. So today's debrief discussion is going to be based around motivation and inspiration. Now, mental health can take a huge toll on your motivation. And one of the biggest things for me that motivates me is my family and my friends. Now, this isn't necessarily going to tie too much into mental health, but it's going to understand and acknowledge the fact that it can damage your motivation, and it's hard to be inspired when you're in that sort of frame of mind. So the biggest thing for me is my parents are huge inspirations of mine. You know, my mum is incredible. My dad as well. My dad's an endurance athlete, ultra endurance cyclist he is, and he's one of the main inspirations for this trip. So earlier this year, he cycled from our house just outside of London to Edinburgh and back, and as soon as he told me he'd done it, he'd gone to Scotland and back, I was like, okay, cool, I want to do a challenge just like that. So I was like, okay, what can I do? When I like walking, I don't have a bike, and I can't necessarily swim, so I was like, I'm going to do that. I can swim, by the way, just like not endurance distances. I was like, okay, I'm going to train walking. I'm going to walk from Edinburgh to Inverness. And it's one of like the most rewarding things so far. It's also been a real test on my mental state and my anxiety and whatnot. But it's been a real, experience at the same time. And I've enjoyed it so far. I mean, I just said to my friend, it's been really good to meet the people, and but it has been overwhelming equally. And like I said, the next 2 days are the hardest, and I'm hoping that they're going to go smoothly for my sake and the people who are supporting me's sake. But in terms of motivation and inspiration, I think the best way to do it with mental health problems, I mean, I can only speak from an anxietal standpoint, and a diagnosed anxietal standpoint. Other things are out of the question from a diagnosis point of view, but talk to people about what they're interested in, whatnot. If someone says to you, oh, I like making music, oh, do you want to hear something I've said? Do you want to hear something I've made?
you listen to it, it could inspire you. Like, this is really cool. Like, I want to make music now. Or, oh, you know, like I train in boxing. Oh, cool. Like, have you, you know, I've had a few, you know, like I train in boxing. Oh, I've had a few fights. Oh, cool. Like, how'd you get into that? Do you mind if I tag along? That sounds really fun. Just get motivated, get talking to people. And you never know what you might find that you enjoy. You know, look at me 2 years ago. I was 50 kilograms heavier, at 133 kilos. And, you know, I resented sport. I started boxing 3 years ago, and nearly 4 now. And just, yeah, like, fell in love with it. And then I used that to lose the weight. It inspired me to lose the weight. You know, it was like a fun form of exercise that I could do. And then I educated myself on nutrition and whatnot, and that's why I started the Macro Crunch YouTube channel. And now I want to push myself to do stuff like this. That's what's helped me, and I guess, you know, it should help. It could help you too. But please, yeah, like, if you're struggling, just speak out. Me doing this, it's obviously not an easy thing to say. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm not asking for congratulations. I'm just saying it's not an easy thing to say that I suffer with mental health issues, and, you know, I suffer with anxiety, and you know, to cry on camera when there's people who barely know me will see this, and, you know, they may laugh at me, they may take it whichever way they want. And the point is that if I can help just one person, or one person will see this and go, actually, do you know what? I'm going to sit down with someone and have a conversation and open up, and it starts their road to recovery, then I've done my job. I think that's a good place to end it today. So I'm going to turn in, get some sleep. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment. The Just Giving donation link will be in the description below as well. I'd really appreciate any donations. But of course, if you can't make the money, if you can't make the donation, don't feel pressured to. It's all for a great cause, for MindUK. And yeah, thanks for watching.